BIA was founded in 1993, and it was really at a time when the incidence of autism was much different.
Before BIA was actually an organization, it was an Apple computer in my basement. We ran the business essentially in our cars all day long.
We drove enormous amount of miles. BIA started with 2-3 people, and it grew into 80 people that we have today.
Organizations such as BIA coming into existence really helped lay a phenomenal foundation or continue doing great work 20 years later.
Ben was diagnosed right before he turned 2. They started coming to our home right after he turned 2.
I knew something wasn't quite right when he was a newborn. We talked to some people who knew about different programs, and everybody said BIA.
As first-time parents, it's nice to have people that have worked with children and know like what are those developmental milestones they should meet and what can Charlotte do.
I was diagnosed at the age of 18 months with autism. Throughout this entire process, my mom was very, very determined and refused to take no for an answer. And I think that's initially what led her to Hilary and to BIA.
Children with autism learn by having an environment that creates constant learning opportunities for them.
You can take a kid who you have a sense of where they could go, but you're not positive, and they could take off.
Without getting the intensive help that I needed, there's no way where I'd be sitting today. It's really high quality, intensive work. I love how it's one-on-one.
He just was so happy that they were there right from the start. And it's actually taught us a lot as parents.
They would set goals that we wouldn't think were realistic, and they would work small pieces at a time to get to that large goal.
It was 6 hours of intensive tutoring a day and for 6 days a week for 2.5 years. Arguably the hardest I've ever worked in my life.
I love seeing a child light up and grasp something that we are hoping that they will grasp.
BIA has been a great role model for us because we can watch the tutors interact with Charlotte, and then we can take those things and use them, you know, the times that BIA is not here.
BIA cares about the child and the family.
Where I see the program really making a difference for him is he never really spoke before, and little by little he's just gained his voice. Right now we can't even imagine not having BIA in our life.
Recovering from autism was a great thing. It's not something that defines who I am, but it is nonetheless something I'm very proud of and really continue to strive and continue to become a better person every day.
Maybe before we were worried that there'd be a lot of roadblocks and a lot of limitations for Charlotte, and I don't feel like that at all now. I feel like the sky's the limit.
BIA changed our life and Stephen's life and made our family what it is.
I want the rest of the world to be able to come and see what BIA does.
I really want to see BIA be here for the next 100 years.